Parents. What's the funniest lie you told your kids to make them clean up? Wade is 10 years old and treats cleaning his room like I've asked him to donate a kidney. I've tried everything. Reward, punishments, the disappointed dad stare that's supposed to make them feel something. Nothing worked. His room had reached a point where I was genuinely concerned something in there had developed a pulse. One Saturday I got back from the store and offered him ice cream if the room was clean by the time I returned. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, "I'll do it later." You offered this child dessert and he still said no. That was the moment I lost my mind a little. I stood in the doorway, looked at the disaster zone he called a bedroom, and decided I was done playing fair. So I told him about Mr. Kellen. Mr. Kellen is our neighbor. He's a quiet guy, keeps to himself, waters his plants at 6 a.m., waves at nobody in particular. Wade has been terrified of this man since he was 7 and has never once explained why. I crouched down, real serious, and told him that Mr. Kellen wasn't just a neighbor. He was a government cleanliness inspector, undercover. And if a kid in the neighborhood had a messy room and got flagged, the whole family got fined $1,000. Wade went completely still. What? It's true. That's why he's always outside. Checking. I watched the color leave this boy's face in real time. He turned, looked up the stairs, turned back to me, and then sprinted. Full sprint! I heard the vacuum start before I'd even set my keys down. I went back to the store, took my time, grabbed a coffee, came back 40 minutes later. His room looked like a hotel suite. Legos sorted by color, clothes folded, bed made with corners I didn't even know he understood. He was standing in the middle of it looking proud, which was genuinely beautiful to see. I told him it looked amazing. He said, "I don't want us to get fined." I said, "We're safe, bud. Good job." Now here's where I made my mistake. I told my wife. She thought it was the funniest thing she'd ever heard in her life. And unlike me, she has absolutely no poker face. Dinner that night was going fine until she started pressing her lips together and looking anywhere but at Wade. He noticed immediately. "What's funny?" "Nothing." She snorted, and that was it. He looked at her, then at me, and I watched the entire thing click behind his eyes like a calculator finishing a sum. Mr. Kellen isn't a cleanliness inspector. Not a question. Just a statement. Delivered like a disappointed accountant. I started to say something. He held up a hand, picked up his plate, and walked back upstairs without a single word.